AfCFTA is one of the most transformative trade and economic initiatives in Africa's history. It represents more than a trade agreement. It is a bold vision of integration, prosperity, and inclusive growth across our continent. With a market size of 1.4 billion people and a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion, AfCFTA offers Nigeria, and indeed the whole of Africa, an unprecedented opportunity to reposition itself in the global economy.
And also mandating her to ensure the speedy implementation of the AfCFTA protocol. And it's something that has not been done before. She's doing it today. That is the inauguration of the Central Coordinating Committee to ensure that both the private and the public sector work together in order to see that this is not only implemented, but also implemented very well. She is a team player. I can tell you this. For the 4 months that she's been here, I've had cause to meet with members of the organized private sector at least 4 times, something that I was not able to do in the past. So please, members of the team, we've all pledged to see that we do this for the benefit of Nigeria and to make sure that Nigeria continue to lead the African continent. So please let us dedicate ourselves, because there's no longer room for we cannot do it. With the inauguration of this committee, I can assure you that it's something that we can do, and we have to make sure that we do it very well.
Anything that gets mentioned, yes, sir. And anything you give your focus and attention, you will excel, you will succeed very well.
Nigeria already started doing that. Dangotes, UPAs, our fintechs, they already went out of the AfCFTA. I think we need to draw on their experiences to actually actualize what we're trying to do now, because they're already out there. If we use their experiences, we will move this thing to drawing board.
The first is to streamline coordination of AfCFTA related negotiations and activities. There are still negotiations going on some annexes, not the protocols, but the annexes. We want to streamline those. We want to facilitate interministerial coordination of the execution of AfCFTA obligations in the country. We want to advance holistic domestication of our AfCFTA instruments. Nigeria has signed up to them. We want to develop and implement a multi-stakeholder implementation plan. So both with the public and private sector, to ensure that we have a plan that will actualize economic growth and job creation and move Mr. President's agenda forward. We want to ensure cohesion in our engagements with the AfCFTA Secretariat in Accra and other institutions. We want to also be able to address challenges and identify opportunities that arise from the AfCFTA so that all of us are aware of it. And to commence a 5-year review of the AfCFTA agreement. The Honorable Minister had announced this in January when she hosted the Secretary General of the AfCFTA Secretariat. They want to ensure that there's interministerial cohesion in stakeholder engagement and awareness creation for the public sector and especially for the private sector. We want to do it together as a team. We want to provide technical and policy advice that will emanate from the meetings that we have and the engagements we have, and take them up to the highest authorities in the land. And basically, we want to make sure that Nigeria fosters a whole of government approach. Everybody hands on deck for AfCFTA implementation. That is the key task of this coordination committee.
The work ahead of us is both urgent and essential. The world is watching how Africa rises, and Nigeria must lead by example.